Actually, I graduated in 2008.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So I'm like, feel very irrelevant. None of you probably know me. You do, except Nurse Trey and Mr. Bell, who very see me. But that's what's in my sweat actually when I come back, and they're welcoming me with open arms. When Jennifer called me to ask, I was really surprised. I'm like, why did you call me? I'm a senior in college. But it's funny, because I'm like, well, I actually talk about Epstein all the time. And it sounds really embarrassing when I'm talking about my middle school and college all the time. But it's true. I mean, I'm always talking about like how I just had this sense of there's this determination and this openness and this kindness that's in the nurtured in the heart of Epstein, and this curiosity and this desire to learn. And I feel that it's carried me out throughout high school, and college. And like he said, all my best friends are still from Epstein. Like, that's never going to change. I mean, since I went to Epstein when I was 2, so I was there for 12 years. So I didn't really know anything else for a while. And, you know, you're probably all going to ask me. I go to Tulane. I'm majoring in Spanish and Portuguese and Latin American studies, and I'm minoring in international development and English. That's the first question everybody asks when you say you go to college, so get ready. What's your major? What are you going to do? Don't know. Don't ask me. But, you know, with all those... What? No. With all those majors, I'm pretty much a nerd. But I think that desire to learn and really came from Epstein, but I also think it's what you guys were talking about with the professors and teachers, is that I really firmly believe that it's so important to have a strong relationship with teachers, and I find now that in college, my friends are always like, how do you go up to this teacher? I'm like, well, why would I be in a class where the teacher doesn't want to teach me personally? You know, I think it's so important to have such a connection, and I think that all came from Epstein because I wasn't treated just as a student. I was treated as a peer, as a active learner, as a friend, and like as a family member. I mean, it's like they're your family. And I think that's because it's creating a sense of community within the teachers, that the teachers can also learn from you, not just like what you were saying, you're engaging with the students and they're not just lecturing at you, and then teachers can learn from you as well. And I think that's what comes from such a strong community, is what Epstein really gave me, and I think it's stayed throughout. And I don't know, that sense of community is so important, and I think it's allowed me to, like, Epstein gave me such a groundwork for what a community really means, you know, and especially a learning community, which isn't just, oh, you're individually learning, you're learning from every experience, every day, from every person that's in the community. Everybody has something to contribute, and I think that sense of community has allowed me to join so many other communities since I graduated. I went to Riverwood, and I did the IB diploma program, and so that's only about 40 kids, and so it kind of made this little private school that I was used to, close with my teachers, in a big public school environment, but it gave me that sense of community while I was learning. And then I started traveling at the end of high school, and I went to Peru, and I went to Spain, and I didn't know anybody, and I'm just joining these communities of people. And then I went to college, and that obviously gave me a new community of professors and teachers at Tulane. But also in New Orleans, I started working with a nonprofit music festival, and that's what, you know, these adults in New Orleans, I have no idea who they are. And this summer I'm working with Cuban immigrants and incorporating them into the New Orleans community. And I think that learning that groundwork for what a community is has really helped me to join all those communities. And I studied abroad for 6 months, and I didn't know anybody, I didn't speak the language, and I went in there ready to join that community. And I think without that sense that Epstein had taught me, I wouldn't have been able to do that so well. And I think along with that is that open-mindedness that I feel. And I actually thought about this, the whole open-mindedness thing, that's what I learned that helped me so much abroad. Just, you know, I had to get used to the fact that I was the gringa and everyone was going to make fun of everything I said, but whatever, but I'm just going to join your community, I'm here. And, but that open-mindedness can fit in any situation. And what I thought about, I think I was telling you on the phone, I don't know, but I was on the plane like a few weeks ago, and I sat next to this woman, and we started talking, because I'm just a chatterbox, and she's a Catholic missionary, like a really intense Catholic missionary. And I'm like, oh gosh, she's gonna convert me. And you know, and then I'm like, oh, well, I'm Jewish. I went to this Jewish day school, and we had the most beautiful 2-hour discussion on the plane ride, the most respectful, open conversation about. I taught her the process of a bar mitzvah and the Torah service, and she taught me the process of a mass. And I was like, wow, I actually know all this stuff. You know, because it's like kind of in the back of my brain. I'm not talking about I'm not teaching people things every day about Judaism, but I was so proud that I was like, hey, yeah, I do all know this stuff, and I'm so proud of it. And I think that open-mindedness is something so important that Epstein taught you. And I was going to add on to what you said about, or what you were asking, is that that Epstein really encouraged questions. And because when I look back, and this is what I told this woman, Charlotte, the Catholic missionary, that that I never felt pressured to believe something. No one ever told me what to think. No one ever told me what to believe. But they encouraged me to question my own beliefs, to question and to question, to keep questioning until I learned as much as I wanted to. And with that, to decide what you wanted, how you wanted to relate yourself to Judaism. Because when you tell people, oh, I went to Jewish school for 12 years, they're going to think certain things about you. But really what it taught you is to have an educated opinion about Judaism and about your background. And so now I feel like I can go into any situation and I have that groundwork to be really proud of my background, to build a connection, even if we're, you know, doesn't seem like we have similarities, but we do. And I don't know, it just kind of hit me because I always talk about Epstein, how much I loved it. I was excited to go to school every day. I go to college with 2 boys. They all have older siblings, so you guys probably don't know that. But we all went to Epstein, and then we went to Tulane, so we're like walking around saying, yeah, we knew each other since we were 2. We went to school together. And, you know, I think that open-mindedness and that ability to just connect to people anywhere you go is something that Epstein inherently taught me that I didn't notice, obviously, when I graduated. But now that I'm looking back, and now that Jennifer asked me to speak, and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh God, I love Epstein. So, it's like, I really you guys have any questions about things